just harvested 6 pallets of sour cherries. Really good crop this year. These are really good for beginners if they want to make jam, because they're very high in pectin. So it's basically just need sugar. That's all you need to make jam with these. It sets really quickly because it's so high in pectin. So that's a really good crop. Very pleased with that this year. Hello, welcome back to Joe and Di's Allotment channel. I'm Joe.
And I'm Di, behind the camera.
So what we've done, we've picked our sour cherries, morello cherries. So we've got a nice pot full there. We picked about 3 kilograms when we weighed them. By the time we've taken off all the stalks and removed the bad ones, we're down to about 2.7. So what we're going to do is we're going to make jam with this, sour cherry jam. So what we do, I'm going to sort of mash them a little bit to release some of the juice. And as the stones float to the top, we'll scoop them off. We'll weigh the stones to take it off to 2.7 and see what amount of sugar we'll need to put in. You don't need to add pectin with sour cherries because they're very high in pectin. So it's one of the easiest jams to make for beginners. All you need is sugar. Basically add sugar and it sets quicker than sort of strawberry jam or other low pectin jams because it's very high in pectin. Pectin is the starch that's in the fruit itself, which sort of allows jams and jellies to set. So what I'll do is I'll mash it first a little bit. So just mashing them for a short period, the amount of juice that's been released, it's quite a lot. So what I'll do is I'll pulp them a bit more and then I'll put the gas on a low gas and sort of heat them gently. So more juice will be released and hopefully the idea is the stones, the pips or stones will float to the top and we can scoop them off. So that's the next process. So we started skimming off the pips, but we found we couldn't get them all out basically. So what we've done, we cooled the mixture back down again, strained the liquid out into a bowl and used our fingers basically to take all the pips out. It took us about 10-15 minutes between the two of us. That wasn't too bad. So now it's hopefully pip free. So what we do now is, we've weighed it again after we've actually de-pipped it all. And we started off with 3 kilograms of sour cherries and we're down to 1.8 kilograms now. So the stalks, and there were some bad cherries in there as well, some bad cherries, stalks, and the pips weighed 1.2 kilograms between them. So we've got 1.8 kilograms of sour cherry. You can do 1-to-1 ratio, so you put 1.8 kilograms of sugar in there, but we like to reduce it to about 75%. So I'm going to put in 1.4 kilograms of sugar. So we do that now. So that's 1.4 kilograms of sugar in there. We'll give that a stir, get all that dissolved. Shouldn't take too long. And we'll bring that to a sort of boil. Let it sort of simmer. Let that simmer and test it to see if we've got a setting point. I think it should reach setting point a lot quick. Strawberry jam takes about an hour. I think we'll see how long this takes, but I think it probably might be half the amount of time, but we'll see. So we've had this on a rolling boil for about 35 minutes, I think, and it's set. You can test by putting it on a little plate, and you know you've reached setting point when it doesn't, when it's set basically. It's going, it's sort of got skin on it now. Delicious. Yeah, and as it's boiling away, you can also take the froth off. Froth forms on the top. You can sort of skim it off. So that's been cooling for a little while now, and it's settled down a bit. So we can now pour it straight into the pre-sterilised jars. Jars have been washed thoroughly in hot soapy water. Then they go into the oven for about 15 minutes at 160 degrees Celsius. So we can now pour those straight in and put the lid straight onto the top. Hopefully we don't make too much of a mess in the process. Fill it quite near the top. pour those into the jars. We've got 4 jars, so 1.8 kilograms of sour cherries, and we'll put the lids on straight away while it's still hot, and it will form a vacuum inside and cool it while it's cooling down. It's really, really hot actually. So yeah, that's it. So we've got 4 lovely jars there. So hope you've enjoyed the video. Try making yourself some. You can do it with cherries or sour cherries. Cherries need pectin added to it though, sour cherries don't. That's the only difference. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. If you do give it a try, leave us a comment, tell us how you get on with making it. Leave us a thumbs up, or if you want to subscribe and follow our journey through the seasons, we'll be doing other recipes as well. Thank you very much for your time, and happy gardening.